Welcome to this introduction to Pilates designed for people with persistent pain. Throughout this standing warm-up, you may wish to remember some Pilates principles. Start with your feet together. Turn your toes out and your heels to match, so you are standing with feet at hips width apart. Stand as tall as comfortable, as if lifted by a helium balloon from the crown of your head. Shoulders relaxed, away from your ears, and perhaps creating a gentle V at the shoulder blades. You may like to explore holding your pelvis in a middle position. Place your hands on your hips and imagine tipping water forwards and backwards from your pelvis. Try to rest in the middle position for your practice today. In Pilates, we talk about engaging the center, that is, engaging some of your deeper core muscles. This might be by imagining you are tightening a belt one notch or gently engaging through your pelvic floor, drawing your back passage towards your heart. Just a small amount, for example, 10%. Take your attention to your breath and become aware if you are breathing fast and shallow. If so, start to slow your breathing and deepen the breath to a more comfortable level. We encourage you to work within your baseline level of activity, which can take some time to explore. Please explore the range of motion and number of repetitions that work for you. Let's begin our warm-up in standing. Start by slowly circling each shoulder. Start by drawing smaller circles and gradually making them larger as you perform your repetitions. Now slide your hand down the outside of your leg. Then let your upper body relax to the center. Slowly rebuild the spine from the middle, back, neck, and head. Allow the shoulder blades to rest in a relaxed position down your back. Now repeat to the other side. While maintaining space between your ear and shoulder, float your arm as high as comfortable. Return the arm as you float the other. Maintain your neutral pelvis and place your hands on your hips. Lift and lower one heel at a time, staying in a central position. Use a chair for balance if support is needed. You may wish to come up onto your tiptoes and continue exploring this movement, alternately lowering one heel at a time. With your knees soft and your arms resting by your body, inhale, start to explore raising and lowering one arm at a time in your available range. Register your shoulder position as you go through the exercise to maintain a sense of space between your ears and shoulders. As you lift your arm, try lifting the heel of the opposite leg. Try to control your pelvis by keeping it as still as possible. For the next section of the program, take your time to transition down to the floor, lying on your back. If required, use the support of a chair to ensure safety. Take time to let your body relax and melt into the floor. Practice pelvic tilting by peeling your tailbone gently off the floor to flatten your lower back. Then relax it back down. Now find a position that feels like the middle, creating the natural curvature of your spine. Hip twist level 1. Maintain your pelvic position and slowly lower the right leg to the side and return to the center. Repeating on both sides. Aim to keep both sides of your pelvis in contact with the floor throughout the exercise. One leg stretch level 1. Maintaining the preset position of the pelvis, slowly slide the heel away from your body and return. Repeat on the other side. Notice the tendency of the lower back to lift. See if you can resist this by maintaining your pelvic position. One leg stretch level 2. Breathe in to prepare, breathe out to take the leg to the single tabletop position. Breathe in to hold, and then out to extend the leg. Breathe in to hold, and out to return to the floor. Repeat on the other side. Bridge level 1. Begin by removing your headrest temporarily. Take your feet a little closer to your hip bones. Breathe in to prepare, and as you breathe out, peel your tailbone off the floor one vertebrae at a time. Returning back to the mat in the reverse order. You may begin this exercise by peeling only a few vertebrae and progressively peeling more and more as your comfort builds. Make sure to choose to stop in a position that is right for you. Remember to keep your neck and shoulders relaxed throughout the exercise. Take some time to stretch the muscles you've been working by taking the knees towards the chest for a gentle stretch. Now replace your head cushion for clam level 1. Clam level 1. Begin by turning onto your side, placing your cushion between your cheek and your arm. You may also wish to use a towel underneath the hip for comfort if necessary. Bend your knees and check that your heels are about level with a line from your pelvis to the back of your head. Take your hand to your upper pelvis to lengthen the upper waist and note a feeling of space between your lower waist and the mat. Keep your heels together and slowly float the knee up, rotating from your hip joint while maintaining the stacked position of your pelvis. You should aim to feel this in the back pocket area. Try to keep your neck and shoulders relaxed throughout the exercise. Now repeat on the other side. Again, bend your knees and check that your heels are about level with the line from your pelvis. Keeping heels together, slowly float the knee up. Cat-cow. Take your time to position yourself on your hands and knees, with your hips positioned over your knees and your shoulders over your hands. Start with a feeling of straightness in the spine and a feeling of space between your neck and your shoulders. Relax and lower your neck towards the floor as you round your ribcage towards the sky. Hold for a moment. Now gently move into the opposite pose by lifting your head and tailbone as you relax your ribs towards the floor. Aim to move in a range that feels right for you. Shell stretch. With your feet together and your knees slightly further apart, send your weight back over your heels as you let your head and neck relax towards the floor. For a more gentle modification, you can try placing your elbows on the floor . If this still doesn't suit your body, try lying on your back, taking both knees towards your chest. For your cool down, place both arms in front, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears, hips facing forwards. Following your fingertips with your eyes, open up through your arm, turning your chest towards the side of the room, and return. Repeat on the other side. Try to remove any tension from the arm and create the movement from your chest bone. Standing tall, soften your knees. Breathe in and gently roll forward as far as you feel is right for you, starting with your head, then moving forwards from your neck, shoulders, upper back, and lower back. To return, try tucking your tailbone under as you rebuild the spine from the lower, middle, and upper back, finishing with your shoulders back and relaxed and your neck tall.